Hello, my name is Dave Miller and I'm the product manager here with Mobia Solutions. Mobia is a web-based warehouse and production management system with total traceability, designed particularly for the food, pharmaceutical, and chemical industries, which have very high traceability requirements and are often facing FDA and USDA type regulations. Mobia is a trade-up, not a trade-off. Warehouse production and traceability systems are the last place you want to cut corners, and with Mobia you don't have to. Mobia leverages years of product development with cost-cutting powers of the internet to help meet the needs of even the most budget-constrained. Alright, a little bit about who we are, and then we're going to talk about a little of functionality involved in Mobia, and then an overview of the functions and features in Mobia. First of all, who we are. We routinely write traceability articles and lecture on inventory and production management for various national and international organizations such as the Institute of Food Technologists, GMA, ADPI, and now China and several international organizations. We've also worked with the National Center for Food Protection and Defense and have been asked to speak before Congress about food traceability. We have devoted 12 years and millions of dollars in creating inventory, production, and traceability solutions. For over a decade, our solutions have been helping to keep some of the world's most successful manufacturers and distributors safe, legal, and profitable. Among these are companies like Cargill, one of the largest food manufacturers in the world, Roche, one of the largest pharmaceutical, Riceland, the largest rice company. As you can see, an array of both large and small customers. By leveraging the internet, we can now offer these same types of high-end solutions to companies of virtually any size and with any budgets. Please note this review is going to be an overview of our functionality. For in-depth explanations, please review the videos that follow after this. Or you can contact us directly and we'll be glad to give you a demonstration. Mobia is browser-based and it provides inventory control or warehouse management if you prefer. It provides manufacturing management, a HACCP, which stands for Hazardous Analysis Critical Control Points, QA and QC capabilities. It's got tool room management, and then overarching all of this is what we call traceability, and our traceability is known as from any point to every point traceability. It includes instant recall and several other advanced traceability functionalities. Let's begin looking at some of these features in a little detail. This, by the way, is one of our main home pages. You have, as we'll go later, as you'll see later, you have several choices to what your home page would look like. This one is designed for people who think with kind of a process view of the world. And let's begin by looking at some of these features in a little detail, and we'll start with receiving. Mobia allows for either direct integration with your ERP and accounting system, and that's through whatever protocols they set up, and that might be web services, etc. Or it allows you to create your own purchase orders directly inside of Mobia. So again, depends upon your operation. You can either have your accounting system linked to Mobia, or Mobia can act in a standalone operation to create purchase orders. POs can then be received by either a workstation, such as a PC or a Mac, whatever you have around. Larger workstation, we divide the world into the concept of workstations, which are larger screens and mobile devices. And you can decide to do your receiving on a workstation device or a mobile device. This is a typical handheld cell phone kind of intermec barcode scanning device screen. There are standard and advanced warehouse management functions, so all the kinds of things you're used to thinking about, consolidations and inventory adjustments and cycle counts and those kinds of features. And there are a variety of manufacturing management functions, including recipe management and formulation, as well as sophisticated tank and blend management. As with purchase order and manufacturing orders, shipping orders can be created or downloaded directly into your device, and it can be received either on this screen or the handheld devices. Mobia's lot traceability allows you to begin with vendors' lots, shipped lots, manufacturing orders, etc., and instantly create a recall list and related documents. Mobia can run on virtually any device with a modern browser. If you can get to the internet, you can pretty much get to your Mobia information, and that includes workstations like PCs and Macs, as well as tablets, e-readers, cell phone devices, and of course out on the factory floor, handheld barcode scanning equipment. Tested browsers for the PCs and Mac include the IE, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, and Opera. Others may work, of course. And the mobile devices include the Droid and Opera Mini, which runs on a litany of devices. As far as extending and personalizing Mobia, Mobia is really designed to allow you to make it look and feel like you want it to. And you're not locked into us for those designs. If you have somebody with a basic knowledge of how to design a web page, they can create those types of pages in Mobia as well. Following two screens are examples of that. This one, similar to what you saw earlier, is a very much process-oriented screen. And this one is for people who like more of the button approach. Again, both of these operate the same as far as Mobia is concerned. They're just different configurations. Once the user clicks one of the buttons on one of those previous screens, normally a grid type operation pops up, just like this one. This one happens to be for doing item masters, but it's also very similar to screens for processing receipts, etc. It's based upon a spreadsheet motif. We won't go into that on this screen, but again, please view some of the next videos to see exactly how we do that. For the geeks among you, HTML and XML are used to create most of our screens. Standard SQL is used for data retrieval and where possible data insertion. And reports are created with our own HTML reporting tool, which is a modified version of a Crystal Reports type tool, or you can of course use your own third-party tools like Crystal Reports. Every customer and company has their own database, so when we start to talk about product protection and those kinds of things, we've been very scrupulous in making sure that everything we do keeps you and your information private. Every company has their own directories for files, images, and screen setups. We can exchange data with spreadsheets from almost any workstation screen. And you can exchange data with other programs, such as ERP accounting via industry standard web services. And web services work for us for everything from SAP on down to QuickBooks, and includes items like Peachtree and Sage and products in the middle. Customers have access to Mobia's database, their version of the database obviously, and core functionality. And the database is backed up daily, assuming you're using our services to run your version of Mobia. Again, you may self-host Mobia if that's your thing. We also offer SSL protection, and this is the same level of protection that you have when you're making credit card projects, doing credit card work, or banking operations. Well, this was a purposely quick introduction to Mobia. We hope it was enough to pique your interest. And for more detailed explanations, we suggest you start with the basic usage and navigation video before moving to the specific area you're interested in. Thank you.